This is Remarkable Women.
Well, next we introduce you to Mary Haskin. She is the executive director of the Fresno Police and Neighborhood Watch. And as our Emily Irwin explained, she's made it her mission to keep you safe at home.
Where did you ride your bike and fall down?
I did fall, but not here.
For Mary Haskin, these streets are very familiar because this is where she grew up.
I'd ride up that street right over there, and I had a friend that lived in the corner.
And she still lives here today in her same childhood home.
It's weird that as I get older that I'm that person going, I remember when.
And Haskin does remember when her neighborhood was a bit different.
No kids playing at the park, when I used to play in that park all the time. And so that was the first thing I noticed. After that, I started to notice on the perimeter maybe the decline of the area.
That stark change, along with an empty nest, ignited her passion for improving her neighborhood. First, she contacted the local police to see if her neighborhood had a neighborhood watch group.
They said we had one street smack dab in the middle of the block that was activated or official, but that was it. And I thought, well, what about my street? What about all these other streets in here? I told them I wanted to activate my whole block. They said that was pretty ambitious. I said, you have no idea.
Haskin was successful in activating virtually every street in her neighborhood. And when the founder of the Neighborhood Watch program stepped away, she was asked to step in. The program is now known as the Fresno and Police Neighborhood Watch. It operates as a starting point for neighbors to form their own groups and a resource for them to go to for help, guidance, and neighborhood services.
People don't realize how powerful that they actually are. One person can make a difference. One person can start a chain reaction.
Under Haskin's leadership, it's grown from just a few participating neighborhoods to more than 130. The program has become a powerful crime prevention unit, leading to actual arrests and significant change. But what Haskin celebrates even more is the idea of neighbors helping neighbors.
We all need to take ownership and responsibility for our places. It can't be everybody else is gonna fix it. We have to fix it.
Emily Irwin, KSEE24, local news that matters.
All right, well, I am joined by Miss Mary here right now. Now, I have to ask you, I was rewatching this story today, and I think it's so cool how you were in your childhood home and you were able to see all this. So how did that sort of play an impact with keeping communities safe for you?
I moved back into my childhood home, inherited it from my parents before they passed away, but started to see changes. And the biggest thing I saw was no kids playing on the street when I used to play on the street all the time. I used to go to the park and play in the park, and that was a huge change. And I thought, what's going on? And started noticing some differences, and I thought, you know, I can sell and move north, but then what happens when all the really great people that care about their neighborhood leave? And I thought, nope, I'm digging my heels in and I'm gonna take care of my neighborhood.
Take care of your neighborhood. And I think that's such a good point. And the point is to also just get kids outside nowadays,
right,
like from our generation.
Right.
And it's keeping them safe. So hopefully they will pass that on to their kids and their families. So
right,
talk to me a little bit why it's so important to keep the local community that we live in safe from harm's way.
Well, in my own personal experience, we did have some changes in my neighborhood that were not desired. We had some significant criminal activity which was shocking to us. But through that, we learned how to collaborate with law enforcement. We learned how to collaborate with city council and all the city agencies out there. That's why they exist, to help us make our neighborhoods safer and more beautiful. And so through learned experience, we learned how to protect our neighborhood and each other. And I thought, what about other neighborhoods that don't have people like my neighbors? And so that's where the spark was lit, and it's now we're here.
It's going to keep being a light. I want to ask you, how would you want this legacy to live on for future generations with keeping just anybody safe?
Well, I'm following our amazing founder, Roz Clark. So if people aren't familiar with her, they should definitely look her up. She was an amazing female role model before girl power was a thing. And she dedicated her life to the community. And so it's humbling to follow her. But if I can inspire other people to care about their neighborhood and their community, maybe a little bit at a time, we can make a huge change together in Fresno.
I think it starts exactly what you've done. You've done an amazing job, so thank you again for everything, and you continue to do.
Thank
and
you.
again, she was nominated by Cheyenne Guller as well, so thank you so much for all the work you do.
Thank you.
So next up, we want to introduce you to Katie Zenovich. Well, this Remarkable Women nominee is a local philanthropist who's made it her mission to help people work out through their community health system. Our Karen Cruz Odunya shares this impactful story.